What's going on, everybody? My name is MT Avenger 55, and I am. If you're seeing this video, it means I took on another job and am no longer working with this company. So this is a day in the life of a private investigator. Most people think, oh, PI, how it's so cool to do. It's seems fun. It's interesting. It's not a hard job. It's really not. I am in a car in a neighborhood I don't know anybody in. The subject's house isn't too far away, but I have eyes on him. And if I see him, I get out my camera and I film him, whatever he's doing. If he happens to get in his vehicle and drive somewhere, I'm obligated to follow him. In this case, it's a he. And wherever they go, you gotta be discreet and try not to lose them and get as much video as you can of the guy. It's 5:45 now. I've been on the case since 8 o'clock this morning. No sign of the guy. One of those days, it's okay. One of those, I'm getting paid, my billable rate to be out here right now, so I'm not complaining. Should get a 6-hour day today, which is nice. Some clients, if you can't confirm them home or there's no activity, you only get like 3 or 4 hour day, and some some of them you do get a full day, which is nice. It's full 8. Most cases they let you here for 8 hours. Well, I was here. It's now Saturday. I was here Thursday, 2 days ago. I did see the guy. Unfortunately, we went mobile when they get in the car and they go, and I lost him and had to break off after 4 hours, scheduled for an 8-hour shift, 6 to 2. Today, I am here. Sorry, people bothering me at work. I am here 8 to 4. That's the scheduled time if there's activity. If there's no activity, and I do believe him to be home 8 to 2, that's 6 hours. Or if I confirmed him home, it'd be 3 hours. So yeah, you come all the way out to wherever you need to go, and you only get 3 hours to show for. And so that's part of the job that I don't really like. It's not a hard job. This is literally what I'm doing. I am in my car, watching a guy's house in a neighborhood I have no knowledge of, don't know anybody, and in my SUV, which is a 2009 Saturn Outlook. Okay. So the camera, every time they come out, you film them, everything. Looks like I'm going to be getting just 6 hours today. And it's Saturday, it's the last day of the week. I'm a full-time employee. I'm going to hit a whole 25 hours. Woo! Now, luckily, the rate they're paying me is pretty good. It's livable. But, you want a full-time job, you want 40 hours. And I'm a working man. I like working, and it kind of sucks when you only get half days every now and then. That's probably why I took on another challenge. That is why I took on another challenge. Wherever I went next, took a pay cut, but guaranteed hours and optional / mandatory overtime. And overtime's at time and a half at that rate, which is pretty good, and that 8, 10, 12 hours, however long the shift is where I'll be, I'll make out all right. So, I had a decent job before here. I'm still with the other employer on the payroll. It's what's called a casual. It means I can basically come and go as I please. So I worked this shift 8 to... I really like to work. Today I'm working 8 to 2. Right? Going home, when you get done, you gotta type up the report, your daily update, submit all your footage, and that's how you get paid. So then I'm gonna get a couple hours sleep, hang out with the wife and kid, and then 10 o'clock tonight, I'm gonna go to my part-time job and work overnight. It's a 24/7 operation there. Not disclosing the name or company or what I do, but I'll be there from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. Luckily, I'm not scheduled this job tomorrow morning. I pulled a triple once. It was very rough. I signed up for the part-time shift a few weeks before. Kept it. Got assigned a case like 2 days later for the weekend. Worked 7 to 3 or whatever it was. Got home, slept for a little bit. Went in at 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. Had to drive 2 hours from the site I was at to right back to the case from 8 to whatever, and it was rough. That was rough. I will not be doing that again. If I was scheduled tomorrow after 6 a.m., I would have called out from my part-time job. Basically, this is the life of a PI. No strings attached. I gotta get my time shot. Hold on, it's been an hour. I want like 10 seconds of the property if there's no activity each hour. That's how I get paid. Oh, here we go. Yeah, that's money in the bank right there. So that's it. If there's no activity, that's how they want you to. That's how it's basically your time. It's saying that you were here at this specific time. We also have a company phone, and it does trace your location through one of the apps too. So they do know that you are here. I don't mind that. I got nothing to hide. I'm doing the job and do it right. So that's how I get paid every. If there's no activity, you do that time shot every hour. Either on the hour or right about the hour mark, just to let them know that you are here. You see a guy, you film them coming out of the house until they go back in, or if they get in the car and leave, you follow them. Hopefully you don't lose them. I'm pretty bad at that. Is what made me think about looking for another job. I'm not quite at my 90-day mark. And that's the life of a PI. This is your office. Now my company in particular, they do have a gas card, which is nice. I don't pay for gas. I'm gonna gas up. Actually, on my way home from here, there's no questions asked. They just try to, every other day or so, or depending on how much you travel, gas up. There's no real limit, which is nice. I do have my wife's vehicle and my vehicle on file, so, when she needed gas, I would take hers that day and both SUVs and just gas it up. So that's one of the perks, I would say. This is the gas card. I have it paid for gas myself for this car since I started working here, which is nice. I was getting ready to say they do pay for travel. A normal commute to the company is a certain number of minutes. A certain number of miles. They think that's a normal driving time. So for that amount of mileage, you don't get paid for. But anything after that, you get paid for, which is nice. So if you do have a FAR case, you're guaranteed at least X amount of hours just in drive time, which is nice. That helps make up for those slow days or days where you don't have, a full day. It definitely adds up and definitely helps. They do, bonuses every now and again. They do, like I said, I don't want to disclose anything sensitive for the company. They try to, get you as much money as possible, but like I said, it's, not that hard of a job. This is literally what you do all day long. You might get an assignment where it will say, I haven't done this yet in particular, successfully, that is. I don't want to get into detail. They would say, hey, this person might have a doctor's appointment at this location. We need you to go there, and stake them out. Just get them going, into the doctor's appointment. Follow them home, see where they live, finish out the shift. Dude never showed up. Didn't know what he looked like. I had nothing whatsoever. It was a waste. That shift pissed me off, only because where I had to go, what I was told to do, and on top of that, it was raining all day, like downpouring torrential rain. So I wasn't too happy then. It was just a really, really long day. I would have made out more at my part-time job. Sometimes I feel like I'm working more on my part-time job than my full-time job. It's more like a per diem type, the part-time job thing. But it's nice to have that in your back pocket. If you do decide to get into this industry, definitely be ready for long days, lonely days. Bring entertainment by means of keep yourself, occupied throughout the day. And have something else in your back pocket, either part-time or a per diem type job. You will need it. I'm very, very grateful that I still have that job. I would be hurting without it. So it's, longer than 10 minutes now. I just want to make a quick little video of my life as a private investigator. I've now moved on to other things. That is why this video is now online. I remember this day. It was a long but chill day, and I don't mind the easy days. Anyways, if you are considering getting into this industry, like I said, be prepared to keep other options available. It's not a bad industry to be in, but it can be frustrating at times. At least in my case, I had no set schedule. Days off were mostly Sundays, which were nice. And it's tough because this was the only job where, not that I didn't succeed at, but it felt like I didn't succeed at. Every job I've been to prior, spot on, nailed it. The upper management liked me. I got along well with, all the coworkers and the client or whoever. But in this particular job, it was very frustrating. Just trying to get the hang of things. You're thrown into places you're not familiar with, and there's no real routine you can get in. There's no rhythm. Something's different every day, and like I said, you might find out the day of that you're working. So again, I hope the video helps. So anybody think about being a PI, any questions, feel free to send me a message or comment or however you wish to communicate to me. Again, this is MT Avenger 55, former private investigator, signing out.